Hello, folks, and welcome to Born TV After 9, your
Hello.
every night, Monday night after 9 show. And we got Benson in here. We got Barbara in here tonight. How are you doing, Barbara?
Good. How are you?
Tired, wore out.
Me too.
It's been a long day. 4 o'clock until 30 minutes ago when I created the show.
Yeah, I know. I was like, okay, is there a show?
Yeah,
That's okay. I mean,
it's been
that's
that
fine.
way for 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's okay. So, how's things down at the restaurant? Going well?
Yeah, I know. It's been doing a lot of work around there, getting things caught up, getting some things fixed that need to be fixed, and
Yeah.
uh, business is hit and miss, and we're
You're
just going
pretty.
from there to
You're
see what
pretty.
we're going.
I watched the replay of you and Cameron on Friday, and sound like you were super super busy there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
after that show, me and Cameron had a big talk. That's why all the hosts on the Bill of Rights here about the end of the month, we're going to have a big meeting.
Okay.
Some changes are going to be happening,
Okay.
so we got all
So
that to do.
yeah, Tina
And
said something about that, and I was like, I didn't hear that. So
I haven't let it out yet and everything, but a lot of things could be happening. We'll just put it that way. At the end of the month, we'll have a big all the hosts private meeting
okay.
and stuff. So,
Sounds good.
Vincent, how are you doing this fine, great day?
I'm doing well, thank you for asking. Better than most, not quite as well as others, but I have no complaints. And who the hell really cares?
That's the way I look at it.
Hey,
Yeah,
And how'd you enjoy Easter yesterday in the snowstorm?
I love the snowstorm.
I hated it.
Can't do anything about it, Carl.
I know
So why hate something you have no power or control over?
because I hate snow. It's cold. It's nasty.
It's great to go skiing in.
I did that once. My ankles regretted it, but yeah, thank you.
getting it shared out.
I did that at Brackenridge. Then I found out next
You mean
time we go to
wait,
Brackenridge, I'm
wait,
just going to prepare for my ankles be broke, and I'm going to sit in there by the fireplace, get drunk, and see all the pretty women coming in. That was the best part of that whole deal. Yeah, I went up the ski slopes and I came down and they got me. Mm-hmm. Ooh, me and skis do not get along. I should like I water ski, but I don't swim.
I'm,
You ought to see me with a life vest and a belt vest on. When I hit the water, I skim. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
I'm sharing just so you know,
Falling
getting it
apart in
shared
here.
out.
So, oh, folks, what are we going to do to get these people to understand about what's going on up there in Washington, D.C.?
I don't know. I mean, I watched all these videos today of the egg roll that was should have happened yesterday instead of today. I mean, yesterday was the holiday, and
Mm-hmm.
then see all this sniffing going on with Biden with the kids, and I'm just like, do these parents just are they totally clueless? Letting that man go near, and then I seen pictures of Hunter there too.
Mm-hmm.
Is it? It's just like they're throwing it in our face, like all that stuff on the laptop that's happening. It's just they're laughing in our face about it because they think they're getting away with it, and obviously they are right now because I don't see anything being done.
Do you think, Vincent, do you think that grand jury's going to do anything with that?
Uh, the DOJ is not going to do anything with it,
Mm-hmm.
and that's where it will stop. And why is it going to stop? Because they know right now the the midterm elections are coming up,
Right.
and so if they could just keep everything on the back burner like they have, keep lying to the American people like they have in every breath that they take. Once Republicans get in there, I firmly believe this. I firmly believe that once the Republicans take the House and Senate, Congress and the Senate, that's it, done deal. And this independent states, there's no doubt in my mind that Donald Trump will be our president in January. We're going to go through some hell, folks. It's going to get really bad. And this summer, I mean, they just let a guy out, believe it or not, on home arrest to go back to his job. And in a mall, he just shot 9 people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And $25,000 bond for 9 people. That means each of those people that were shot weren't even worth, get this now, weren't even worth $3,000 each.
Yep.
So we're going to have we're going to have a lot of bloodshed on the streets. That's all there is to it.
Oh yeah, that's a definite given. Look at the one up in Brooklyn. You know, the FBI should have had him on a radar list to begin with. For what all his, you know, we get banned from Facebook for saying this, this, and this. Did you see all the stuff they were showing on this guy's social media over the last 2 years?
And nothing was being done.
Nothing was being done. He was threatening everybody from white to black to you name it.
He was white. Oh, and he was saying something too. I saw that. You know,
he was putting down Puerto Ricans.
Yeah.
I mean, he was on there threatening this and that and this and that, and he was going to do this and that, and yet nobody went knocking on his door.
Yeah. No.
Where's Facebook police at when you need them?
That's the one
You
that
know what I'm
shot on
saying?
the train, right? You're talking about?
Huh?
Is that the one that went on the train and shot?
Yeah, the one Subway.
Yeah, he was on YouTube ranting about. He had a big rant on YouTube about white supremacy and he's going to be well known.
He had it on all social medias.
Yeah.
Frank James had it on many social medias, and the saddest part about all this is it should have been and could have been circumvented. He had over 12 prior arrests.
Yep.
The guy's obviously a basket case, and I look at it like this. This is the way I'm looking at it. Oh, they're mentally deranged. They need help. Okay, the family gave up on them. So the help I like to give them when they're trying to kill, when they're trying to kill people, just exterminate them.
Right.
We've got to get to the point that we've got to expect execution much more readily. I mean, right now, believe it or not, Barb, this is right up your alley. I saved this for the show because I was going to say it earlier.
Okay.
2 states are about to vote on bills that could legalize infanticide up to 28 days after a helpless baby is born.
I just researched that too.
Really? I hadn't heard that one.
They are right now, there are 2 states right now basically saying after a baby is born up to 28 days, you could kill it.
Yeah. Well, give me 1 second.
That's straight out murder.
It is murder. And anybody that votes on it, God help your soul.
Any state that passes it, God help them. Yeah. Because their politicians need to be exterminated.
Yep.
Within 28 days after they're elected.
It's very sad.
It's going to take a while for me to find it. I have it. It's just finding it.
You have what that you're finding?
The states.
The 2 states.
Huh?
The 2 states?
Yeah.
Yeah. The thing is...
California, I think, is one of them. Am I wrong? I think.
I don't know.
Huh?
I don't know.
Oh, I thought you had the answers.
I want to know who's creating this bill to vote on.
Yeah,
That's
I
my
have it.
question.
It's in here. It's just a matter of finding it. If
I
you
can tell
only
you
see
Missouri won't be
what
in
would
that.
look like. So, on a funnier note, did you see my video that I put up of Biden?
No, I haven't. I haven't been on Facebook.
So Biden was over there sniffing kids and everything instead, and the Easter bunny had to literally basically push him out of the way, go like this in front of his face, like, hello, I'm here, we got to go over here, and basically like escorting, pushing him towards the egg roll thing for him to blow his whistle.
I showed Vincent some videos the other day on YouTube of this one place that makes the cartoons
Uh-huh.
using Biden, Pelosi, Psaki, you name it, everybody up there. And I mean, they are hilarious. They are. Vincent, he was even laughing during them. They were pretty good, weren't they?
You need to send it.
The United Spot
Yeah, United Spot on YouTube.
on YouTube. And the two states, it's the bill 2223 out of California, and Maryland is the second state that's thinking about doing it.
Yeah. I knew California was one of them. I just couldn't think of who the other one was.
Well, that makes sense for that.
United
The
Spot.
number of it, 223. Take your 22, 3 plus 3 equals 28. And you said up to 28 days?
Yes.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Wait, what did you just do with the numbers, Carl?
You said 22, 3, right?
No, 22, 23.
Oh, 23. Okay. I missed it by a couple. One. I was adding them all together. I was going to come up with 28.
It's this is about the shots. Yeah, I had a whole big
comments on. Hello, Tina, Ruth, Bobby Braden, Darius Stone's in.
Hey, Ruth. Hi, Tina. Hi, Bobby. Hi, Darius. Have you heard from Luke? Where's he at?
No, I haven't. Haven't heard from him for a while.
I had I don't know if he ever, I never checked my Discord message or if he ever. I sent him all that stuff about the gun thing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even remember what it was about. So a while back. Yeah, he never messaged me back. So, it was about the guns. I was reading about the laptop. That's what it was, about the laptop.
Right.
Sorry.
Yeah, Tina, they're saying 28 days after live birth.
Yep.
Is what Bill Vincent was talking about.
Yep.
They're trying to pass through in some states.
And it's sickening.
Now, you said they're doing it in the states. They're not trying to do it on the federal level, right?
Oh, not yet.
Okay.
No.
Oh, no. I mean, as soon as the Dems can figure out some kind of way to get it going on the federal level, they'll try and do it.
They'll go to one of them totally blue states and get it passed. You watch.
Yeah. I don't think they're gonna. I don't know. I'm hoping, something's got to give. People are about fed up. I'm about fed up. I'm done with every day something new, and watching these people walk around with their head in the sand and not paying attention to what's happening in our country.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm like, we're awake. How is it that we're awake and they still walk around like, blah, blah, not a care in the world because it's not affecting them? Well, guess what? reality check, it's about to affect you one way or
It
another.
affects you in everyday life, everywhere you walk, what you see,
Yeah.
everything. It's affecting you
Yep.
from filling your car up to the grocery store
Yep.
to anything you can imagine. What's going to affect them? Affect them is what's going to happen at the midterms. That's what, Darius, that's what it's going to be.
Yeah.
There hasn't been any specific for 5 minutes. Yeah, we've been talking about it. We're talking about the midterms when the Republicans take over the Senate and the House and we get it back, and then we can get rid of Biden and Harris and Pelosi all in one whack.
All the deep state.
Yeah,
They all. Where's Darius? Where are you from?
the UK.
London.
Okay,
Yeah,
Okay.
London to be exact.
I gotcha. Okay, well,
He's in London. I wonder if he knows Luke over
Yeah.
there in that part.
I-
London.
it's so different in your country than it is in our country. I mean, you guys, just from talking to Luke, I mean, you guys are on a lot more restrictions than we are, as far as everyday life goes.
Oh, a hell of a lot more of them. That's why he's probably using Twitch.
I don't know.
Luke from Cockfasters. Cockfasters. No, don't think so. I think you got the wrong Luke.
Yeah, no.
Do you know Dogsy?
Yeah, Dogly.
We'll put it that way
Yeah.
on Twitch.
Is he Twitch or Discord? Are we not on
Twitch
Discord?
and both. No, we're not on Discord.
Hmm.
No, not yet. That's why I'm working on some things.
I gotcha. But as far as what's affecting everybody is, our gas prices.
Everything Biden's done
Everything
is
Biden's
affecting
done.
us since he
And
came into the office.
everything's going up,
folks.
but our salaries are staying the same. We are not being compensated in any way for any of this. So we're spending more money and saving less, and that's exactly what the government wants us to do.
Exactly.
Well, Russ Carver on Facebook, that's Russ Carver.
Uh-huh.
Hmm.
In case anyone out there in in the listening land wants to look this individual up, President Biden is already one of the top 10 greatest presidents in American history. He has created 8 million net jobs in his first 13 months. He has gotten over 800 million people, fully 800 million people, fully vaccinated worldwide, including 220 million Americans.
Yeah.
He reduced childhood poverty in America by 50% in first year. He got anyone an N95 mask and or an home COVID test for free. He got an infrastructure bill passed that's going to help create millions more jobs, and nearly got a second one that would have created 10 million jobs over the next 5 years if passed.
Yeah. Okay.
What?
Unfortunately, now that I'm reading all
Okay.
this, you guys, because this is a Democrat.
Yeah.
This is an idiot.
This is far left.
On, he should be hunted down and should be strung up somewhere. But this idiot goes on to say, unfortunately, 2 conservative Democrats killed that exceptional and necessary infrastructure package. And finally, in 1 week, he has destroyed the Russian economy. A ruble is literally worth 0.01 right now. He also has a military transport delivering javelins and stingers, as well as humanitarian aid every 2 hours to Poland so it can be distributed quickly to the Ukrainian freedom fighters. Not one of those things would have happened if Donald Trump or any other conservative was president today. Ross Carver, I have to tell you, you are getting the a-hole award of the week.
And Ross Carver, if you ever be brave enough to come on one of our shows, we want conversation, not confrontation.
Mhm.
But it would be hard. Let me tell you. I'd have to listen, but
Yeah.
he'd have to listen too. Because everything you just named off, we can show the opposite and the true news about it.
In a blink of an eye.
Yes,
Yeah,
we could.
I mean, here you go. Trump loves the uneducated for one good reason. They are gullible idiots. I'll tell you what, if I I just wish
Yeah, he can come on our show.
I wish
We
my
can't string him up on the show, Darius. You know, it's just a play on words is all it is. That's why we call this After 9. We get free with our language on here.
Darius, we vent, but when we have guests on our shows,
We are
try
nice
to be
and
very
polite.
respectful. It's just totally different demeanor. You know, we don't try and intimidate. It doesn't get ugly unless they get ugly. And we don't,
We
and
treat-
actually I've been in that position and where it's gotten ugly with me and I was being nice and I wound up leaving. I clicked myself off the show because I was going to go batshit
Mhm.
on them, literally.
I had that happen in the very beginning of the Bill of Rights Network
Mhm.
with a couple, Patriot Pete.
Yeah.
Had him on there live with Luke. And oh man, it got ugly real quick.
Mhm. Yes, he was very mean to me. He was nasty and he was a chauvinist pig. I'm sorry.
Mhm. Yep.
You know, Darius, I kind of like you. You came on our on my program last week earlier.
He's been
You
on
guys,
our
by the way,
show.
I'm familiar with Darius pretty well.
Yeah.
I think you might be too. I don't.
Thank
Well,
you.
you guys kind of. Yeah, you were running comments near the end, Barb.
Yeah.
You know, Darius, I have to tell you something. This is the way we do things on this Bill of Rights Network. If someone were to come on here cursing up a storm, we'd ask them to clean it up nicely.
Right.
Mhm.
We would never attack anyone. We believe in respecting people, but we don't believe in people attacking or disrespecting us. And so, like, for me to say string him up, I have to tell you that's because I'm so angry. Darius, you don't even have a clue, really, how deeply inside I am angered because every single stroke of Joe Biden's pen has been a complete turning of his back
Yeah.
on the American people.
Yep.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Everything that has come out of the mouth of Joe Biden, Jen Psaki, the whole clown festival that they've got going on at that carnival show called the White House Administration.
Yep.
Every single one of them has lied to the American people, and they have also lied to the world.
Yep.
Yep.
So we can have people that want to come, like I just read this guy here, this Russ Carver, that says that Joe Biden will go down in history as one of the 10 greatest presidents
Oh my God.
of our history. I have to really question whether Russ Carver even has a third grade education.
Yeah.
Good sense there.
Because we used to be the number one nation in the world, most powerful, had the best leadership, even further before Trump and everything.
Mhm.
Now we are rated all the way almost to the bottom of the list in supremacy of the countries of the world. So, I mean, it's he'll go down in history. There's no doubt about that. As
Well,
the
he's going to go
previous
down in history as being the number one bumbling president.
Yeah.
I'm stepping out for a moment to tend to my fire. You guys continue on.
Okay.
Okay.
But yeah, Darius, he's going to go down in history,
That's the-
not as the best president of the United States. He'll go
Right.
down in history. He might even make the bottom of the worst presidents.
Yeah.
And we've had bad presidents. Don't get me wrong.
Oh yeah.
Nixon. Nixon was a greedy little man.
Yeah.
Okay. He got
Yeah,
caught
totally
doing
great
something that the
Nixon.
government's been doing for years.
Hmm.
Okay. And stuff. And he was smart enough to resign. Biden's not that smart.
Yeah. Well,
And-
he resigned because they were going to impeach him because of Watergate.
Well, that's why I'm still thinking this grand jury, they may go after Biden to move Harris and Pelosi up in those seats before the midterms and see what they can do.
Yeah.
That'd be about the time for them to call martial law.
I think we are under. I think to a sense we are under martial law. I
We
think
are
everything
to a
is in
point.
place.
We are
Because-
to a point.
Yeah.
But
I think
it's
everything is in place. It's just
I
a
mean,
matter of the phone call.
Darius, if you've seen stuff on Twitch or YouTube and everything, why they call it martial law, when you declare martial law, the president, the mayor, whoever it may be that declared it in their area, but if the president calls it, it goes out across the United States.
Mhm.
That means that the people have no rights anymore. That's why they call it martial law.
Yeah. We are under lockdown. We're only allowed out when they tell us during hours we're allowed. It's going to be a nightmare. But
Why would they enforce martial law? When the American people get strong enough
Mhm.
to talk and vote against and everything and go against the president of the United States,
Yeah.
that's when he would declare it.
Yeah.
He'd say the American people are becoming a nuisance and a problem and declare martial law. And in this country, our army wouldn't enforce the martial law.
Mhm.
The UN would, but not our military.
Yep.
Hey, Ruger man.
Is that Ruger? Ruger?
Ruger, is that you? If it is, we haven't heard from you, brother. Yeah, hopefully that is.
Yeah.
But, yeah. No,
But,
Vincent, we should just explain a little bit to Darius there about martial law
martial-
and everything and why a president would declare it and stuff. But like I asked Barbara, we was talking about the grand jury earlier.
Mhm.
What if they went ahead with this grand jury to get Biden out to move Harris and Pelosi in before the midterms to do something like that?
It wouldn't even matter if they went to do anything like that because, number one, we all know that Kamala Harris is going to be fried anyway because of her handling of the border.
Yes, it is, Ruger. Hey, Ruger.
Hey, Ruger. It's good to see you. Haven't seen you in a long time.
Yeah. Haven't
Hope you're
talked to
doing
you.
well.
But, yeah, go ahead, Vincent. Back
ahead.
what you're saying.
In reference to them doing that and Pelosi stepping up and Kamala, they don't want Kamala Harris as president. They don't want Pelosi. Right now, they already realize the Democratic Party right now is a powder keg in and of itself. They are imploding from within. The American people are not as stupid as they think that we are.
Mhm.
And don't get me wrong, I'm surrounded by stupid, and a lot of stupid. Of course, thank goodness it's an hour's drive away to most of those idiots that I used to have, quote unquote, as friends. But even those idiots, in their silence to me now at this point,
Mm-hmm.
I can smile
Right.
because they just don't know how to say something like, damn, Vince, you were right. And I'm happy to say that because I'm not losing anything. We are losing America. We have lost America right now. Whether people want to think it or not, we've lost. America right now does not exist. We've got millions of people now that are illegally in this country. Our national security is completely at the brink of breaking because we can't control these people.
Yeah, and then and they mock us too. Like today in their little Easter speech, they said, "Welcome to the people's house. This is your house." You know, the White House.
Supposed to be.
So I put on there, I said, yes, it is the people's house, and here's your eviction notice. I'm so bad. I'm surprised
I
nobody.
wonder what they're going to do with all them buses that are arriving up there now.
I'm
Finding
like,
places for them.
yeah.
Well, I really love I love Governor Abbott for doing it, like Ron DeSantis for doing it. And this is something, and Barb, you guys both know this. I said this to you guys a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
They should be busting them right up to Washington, D.C.
Mm-hmm. They had to get through
Why
the
haven't they
loopholes to
been
see how
doing it?
they had to get through loopholes so they weren't kidnapping these people on the buses to send them up there. Remember that?
Yes, that was just last week.
That's the
Well,
thing
they found loopholes in it.
yeah.
All you got to do is get on the bus and say, you want to go see the man that let you in this country in his house?
And that's it.
They go, yeah.
He's got money for you.
Yep.
Get more
Man,
money.
up there, what has money? Go visit them.
Yeah. They all say, hell yeah, let's go.
All right, I'm going to let my cat out now. Sorry, but it's an in and out theme right now.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
But
But
yeah, I it's they mock us. They throw this stuff in the face. They like the White House. This is your house, the people's house. But they know that they have the country by the balls, literally.
Oh yeah. I
But
mean,
the thing is that we're rising in numbers, and the ball is going to flip.
yeah, I know.
Really.
And when
People
you
get
think
I
more
know.
and more angrier as day goes by, and they're done. They're tired of all this stupidness.
Oh yeah, I always write to the Democrats in my area. I guarantee you my letters get file 13, but I write them.
Yeah.
Darius, you know what? I'll tell you what. I would much rather stand in front of the Chinese wall,
No.
the Great Wall of the China. I'd rather stand in front of that and talk to that wall for 5 days straight than even think about raising a pen, paper, or a phone call to a Democrat leader. That's all there is to it. And there's maybe 2 out there that have my vote.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Talking to that.
We're not saying all Democrats are bad. There are a couple good ones out there trying.
Manchin.
I'll say that.
There's one right at the top of my
But-
head.
And
The
Kirsten
rest of them?
Sinema.
Who is it?
Kirsten Sinema of Arizona and
Exactly.
Manchin, Joe Manchin of West Virginia.
Okay.
They're the
Yeah,
only
they're-
2 Democrats that are really, truly.
If
Thank
anything
goodness-
happens,
thank
Ruger,
goodness they're
save
not.
me a spot down on your ranch. I'll be down there.
Do what? I'm if anything.
Ruger goes, if anything does happen, they'll have to find me now. So I told him, yeah, if anything happens, I'm going down there.
Mhm.
Well, I don't know if I'd go down there. I mean, Carl, your last trip didn't fare well.
Yes, I will. I will. If things go bad, I'm going somewhere. I got caves up here I can go to, but
Yep.
hey.
I,
But anyway.
honestly, I don't feel that we're gonna. I mean, I think it's gonna get worse than it is right now. But
Oh
I
yeah, it's going to get a
feel
lot
like
worse.
it's going to be that detrimental where we're going to have to leave our homes. I think that things are going to, it's going to go downhill, but then it's going to flip rapidly. We just have to hang on through the summer. And if we could make it through the summer, I think that we're going to.
No, I'm not scared one bit of the COVID restrictions. Not one bit.
Somewhere that's nowhere.
COVID restrictions.
Oh, you sold it.
Are you
Oh.
more worried about the traditional American fear or the traditional government because of the COVID? There is no COVID restriction. I haven't lived under any COVID restrictions other than when I got on a plane, I had to wear a diaper on my face. But now we don't have to.
No.
See, that's the thing is we have a lot of losses, but we have that one little win is a huge win.
We had mandates, but guess what? Mandate's a mandate. It's not a law. And a lot of the mandates around here got lifted.
Yeah.
You put it up where me and Vincent live, up here in Northwest Missouri. We still got we got older folks that come in with a mask. I don't say nothing about it.
Wow.
You know, they're old enough. I let them do what they want to do and stuff. You had to live inside for 18 months. They tried, but we didn't.
Yeah. Nope. We were
It's
outside.
like our restaurant. Our restaurant was not closed down one time.
Yeah.
During the COVID.
No, I live in Florida. We had everything. We may have shut down. Nothing ever shut down. They shut down the bars and stuff like that. That was it. But
No. They shut down the churches, but they kept open the strip bars.
Right.
Not here. Churches, everything was still open.
Yeah, there was shut down in the
face.
United States in different places, but not where we're at. They tried, but
nowhere. Oh yeah, the Democrat states they locked them down. You know, like New York, Portland. There's
California, New York, Washington.
Well, actually, California didn't really lock
Darius, I flew from
there.
Missouri to Houston, Texas on an airplane in the middle of this COVID stuff.
Yeah.
I had to wear a mask on the airplane.
Yeah.
But when I got down there, it came right off. We
California,
went out to eat a couple of times. We didn't wear a mask.
Yeah. We didn't go out to eat and stuff like that. We went and ordered stuff and picked it up. But we went out to eat. We did that for, I think, 2 weeks. We did a takeout and delivery only. Yeah.
And that's only because we got rid of a lot of the staff and we had to recalculate things and do things.
So.
Yeah, California and Los Angeles did shut down. You're right, Tina.
Well, my son lived in California and they were still able to go to the stores. They were still able to, get the necessities that they needed. The restaurants, I don't know if the restaurants shut down. Some people just said, screw it. I'm staying open whether you like it or not. And there's nothing happened to them.
Right.
In California.
I think our schools shut down for 2 months. Kids were at home doing virtual classes.
Yeah, I think
you know what their virtual classes were? They sent you the information on an email and said, go figure it out. And if you can't, Google it.
Yep.
That was their virtual. And I went, that's a load of crap there.
And parents had to do the teacher's job and the teachers got paid for it.
Yeah, Tina, you probably know all about Los Angeles since Michael's family lives out there.
Yeah. Well, my son didn't live in LA. He lived down in Bakersfield. So, it was, I could be wrong. I don't remember. My son didn't, they still lived. Things that they wanted to go do that they were able to do, like going to, Knott's Berry Farm or something, things like that. They used to take Frankie to.
Well, that's why I get a big kick out of my sister-in-law and brother-in-law out in Reno.
Mm.
in that area, right?
Huh?
She is true 100% Democrat. She won't even talk to you about it, right?
Oh, God.
Her husband is 100% Republican.
Oh, that's a good
I
mix.
said, well, I know one thing it's never talked about in that house:
Politics. Oh,
politics or elections.
wow.
Oh, yeah. I'm like, how in the hell did you guys stay together this long?
Oh, and the other thing that's not spoken about in that household is sex, because we really don't know who wears the pants in that home.
I know who does. Yeah.
So someone's whipped.
I love her to death, but I learned a long time ago, do not talk politics to this lady.
And who is she to you?
And my mom's.
Tammy's sister.
Oh, so that's your sister-in-law.
Yeah.
It's not.
I love her to death. Don't get me wrong. As long as we don't talk politics.
Yeah.
We start talking politics, I can learn to hate her real quick.
Yeah. That's kind of, I mean, even I find that even Republicans, even people that are on the same side, some are not.
Mm-hmm.
Not when it comes to, when it's
And I get a kick.
it's
All
one
her
thing
kids.
to watch the news and then you get dig in and you do your research.
Yeah, all her
That's all I'm
kids
gonna
are
say about it.
100% Republicans.
Mhm.
It's funny. We go out there once in a while out to Reno to see them and everything and have a big get together. The only
Mhm.
time I talk politics is when we're outside and I'm around the kids. I don't mention it. If she walks outside, I go, shut up. I do not want World War III.
Oh my God.
Oh, it would be. I send her messages about Biden all the time, and oh, she gets pissed. God, she gets pissed. But it's hilarious.
Yeah.
It's one of those little standing jokes between us.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, it's okay if it's done in, humor.
If it's done in humor and taste to a
Right.
point,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just know your limit. Where you just don't overstep that limit. I get
Right.
that. But
But
yeah,
then it's family, and she's up
families.
there in years, and I'm like, okay, there's no there's people you can talk to, and other people you can't talk to, and
Mhm.
she just happens to be one of those that I have a hard time talking to her about it.
Yeah.
So
That's okay. I mean, as long as you know your boundaries with each other and everything's good at the
mm-hmm,
end of the day, then
mm-hmm.
that's all that matters.
It's just like at the restaurant, people come in. I can read people pretty much and everything and tell you who's who. So I know which ones to talk to about it.
Yeah.
So Vincent found that out up there, didn't you?
Well, you thwarted me, or try to thwart me away from talking to an individual.
Oh, I was.
What's that?
I
Remember
said,
that old
yeah,
man?
I remember.
What's
I
that?
remember. I said, I remember.
And you told me not to talk to him. Well, he and I had a wonderful conversation. Believe it or not, he was in agreement with me, and he just doesn't seem to understand that he's agreeing with the Republican view of the politics of the day for the moment.
Oh, yeah.
And here's a Democrat that's staunch Democrat. No, he didn't come on my show because I would have eaten him up alive. And that's not what I want to do, by the way.
Right.
But it's too obvious. They're Democrats are what you would call low hanging fruit if they would even give you the time of day to talk, because they're I mean, you can riddle them with holes. They're just idiots.
Oh, I know.
And what can you say to them except, really, you've been breathing this long?
Well, that's just like out there, Christine's stepdad passed away out there, right? He was a big Trump supporter. He had books, Trumps, Newsmax magazines everywhere. His son, David, who is a 100% true Democrat, went in there. Anything that said Trump on it, he started throwing away,
Oh, hell no.
throwing them out
Sure.
before the uncle got back in here. And I mean, they're throwing everything out. Well, her mom grabbed a few things and brought them down to the restaurant. And they're pretty interesting. But yeah, I mean, it's like that. It's ridiculous.
That would not fly with me. That would be major, major.
And Ruger, that's sad to hear that you left the family, but I hope you're doing better now.
Yeah.
Well, if I can add something to that to
Yeah.
Ruger, I'd say
Fair
this.
situation, Ruger.
Ruger, you can pick and choose your friends, but you can't pick and choose your family.
Yep.
Sometimes you just have to cut the bait and let them go.
Yep.
I can
I can
understand
testify to that.
from the last time
Oh,
I
yeah,
really talked
sister.
to him. So, but yeah, but
Sometimes
I
you're better
mean,
off.
it's amazing in families how much,
Mhm.
Republicans and then the kids are Democrats or the other way around there is in this country.
Mhm.
And, I could understand it if the son was younger, but he's our age, Vincent.
What son?
Her, Christine's stepdad's son.
Good choice, Ruger.
Yeah, you choose your
Unconditional
dogs. That's awesome, Ruger.
Unconditional love.
That's right. But I hope you're doing better. And one of
Yeah.
these days, maybe you'll let us know where you moved, because I'd like to see you one of these days. But yeah, I mean, it's ridiculous out there, And
Mhm.
these people, they live in our area, which is, and Vincent will testify to this, it's majority Republicans in this area. This is a red county, 100%.
And population of white people is 98%.
Yep.
And Darius, no. I mean, that politics has nothing to do with, sometimes in my case, it had
Yeah,
nothing to do with politics.
Yeah, not me either, Darius. I just
I think I still have your number, Ruger.
yeah,
If you got
Darius.
that same phone.
I can honestly say mental illness runs on the female side of my family.
Yeah.
On the female side of my family. So.
Well, I'm not your family. Not.
Then you acquire then you may acquire a couple people along the way that are
Right.
doing as well.
Right.
Did you hear what I said? Not blood flammy.
But like Vincent said,
Mhm.
this county up here is 90% white.
98.
And I'll go 95.
It's actually
Okay.
on the website.
Is it?
Yes, it's 98.6 white.
Wow.
I took a picture of it because I couldn't, because I looked up the population of Gallatin, Missouri, and it came up in with all the different, but then it said white population of Gallatin, Missouri was 98.6.
Yeah, and the other 1.4 is from Mexico.
Mhm.
Pretty much.
I don't know. I have no clue. I haven't seen any of them up here.
You haven't went to the restaurant?
I haven't gone into the Mexican restaurant.
They all live in this town.
Oh, okay. I've never gone into that restaurant.
And 99.9% of them don't speak English. I met the owner of the bar, and he speaks a little English and stuff. He comes down and drinks a Corona once in a while. But the others up there, he asked me, can you teach them how to speak English? And I went, nope.
You know what, Carl? If
Because
anybody
I
can
can't
do
understand what they're saying.
you can do it, Carl. You have the that's one thing
Oh,
about
I don't have the patience, believe me.
you, but you do. You don't realize you do. You have a teaching ability. You really do, because I'm like,
Barbara,
when I first came on the show,
are you trying to get brownie points?
I'm not trying to get brownie
Yeah,
points.
she's
I'm telling
trying to
it
get
like it
brownie
is.
points.
No,
No.
because when you don't get when I was sitting there learning how to do this whole thing while we were doing the record breaking thing, and I, some things were just like, phew, but you were very patient and you were very calm. You weren't like, you stupid idiot, do it like this. You
Really?
weren't like that.
No,
You
I
talk to
don't
her
get.
nice. You talk to her nice.
You sitting there saying,
Yeah.
And
ditzy,
all the times that you talk to me, you just call me every name under the sun.
who, me,
Yeah.
you?
Carl talks to me mean.
Well,
Oh yeah.
He's the meanest man I
I'm like,
know.
can't you get that figured out yet? Hmm.
see, I don't get that. I get nice, Carl.
That's right. The ladies do. They get the nice version.
Vincent
Do you
has
blame
no
me?
version. He's unfiltered.
They're easier on the eyes.
I love you, Vince.
Oh, me and Vince go back a long ways.
Well, I have to tell you, guys, you guys were really going in a good direction there for a moment. And then all of a sudden it kind of went into this little, I don't know where we're at, but anyway, I'm going to give you guys a little hope. It's Elon Musk with Twitter.
I think
Because
so.
Elon Musk, if he takes over Twitter, which I know he's going to have a hand in doing,
Yeah.
the revenues are going to go up. The shares of stock are going to go up. It's going to be a winner because Elon Musk is not a man that, and he says he could care less about the money.
There's
Money.
There is another shareholder. He's kind of like, he owns like 51%.
No, nobody owns 51%.
I don't know who it is. There's this, but he's from another country. He owns a huge stock. And I don't know if him and Elon are going.
Darius don't want Elon to buy it. Give us a reason why, Darius.
I guess he said that Darius writes that penis head has crashed my crypto about 5 times. Really, he crashed your crypto?
with his dumb tweets.
And that's so funny, Darius, because I was about ready to say how wonderful. Does anyone here know when he makes all his best tweets?
No,
When he's sitting on the toilet.
probably.
Who, Trump?
No, Elon.
Elon. Oh,
Stay focused.
sorry.
Stop smoking that good hooch.
I wish I
When
don't.
he's high, I
smoke
imagine this is what Darius says. No, Elon could change Twitter and make it great.
Yes, and he will make it great.
I don't know if he's going to get it bought or not.
If he's going to get what?
I don't know if he's going to get it bought.
Oh, yeah, he will.
Oh, wow.
I don't know.
Yeah, because first and foremost, the fiduciary situation of the board is to look out for its members. And the members right now are looking at doubling what they've invested in there. And if they have the option to double what they have in there and walk away, they want to do it.
Oh, I know. But there are reports out there. Nobody's really substantiated the deal yet, but they say there's another bidder.
Okay, Derek. Yeah, well, they had a prince out there, and
That's what I was talking about.
yeah, there was a prince that was looking at doing it, and he doesn't have the money to do it. But anyway, Darius, you said he was going to he turned down the board. He walked away from the board because if he sat on the board, he would only be able to have 14.5 shares of stock, which would not give him the power that he wants of having free speech.
Right.
Whether you like it or not, the Ayatollah right now is on Twitter. Putin is on Twitter. Iran is on Twitter. All the Taliban are on Twitter.
But
These
Trump
people,
isn't.
and Trump isn't on Twitter. These are the people that I just named off that are communists, that are thrill seekers of suicide, genocide, and we can't have President Trump on there?
Right. He's
Right.
a
He's
threat.
not forcing a takeover.
Well,
They can
listen,
either accept his bid or turn it down.
well, check
That's
this
not
out.
a force.
This just came up. Elon Musk says Twitter board members will receive no salary if his bid succeeds a 3 million year savings. So the board members won't get paid.
Yeah,
Says,
he's offering over the price. That's for the shareholders and everything.
yeah, they
They're
were
going to
making,
vote on it, and if the majority rules to make money, I can't blame them.
yeah,
If
he
I had
says
shares and somebody's going to pay me double,
it
my
pays
vote's
them
going to go yes. I'm going to make money.
$250K to $3K per year for what is a nice part-time job. That explained a lot. So
Mhm.
that's what they would make. They wouldn't be making their salaries they were making. They would
But you
be,
have to look at it this way. If he does take it over and it's opened up, that will be the end of Facebook.
oh yeah,
That will
yeah,
be the
because
downfall of
unless
Facebook. That
Google
will be the
shuts Twitter down,
downfall of a lot of YouTube.
you can't go. We need. I wish these platforms would go live. Let us go live on. I don't think you can go live on Twitter.
Not for a long period of time like we do.
Yeah, I
Twitch
don't
you
know.
can,
They shut.
but
They
Twitch
locked
is where
me
all
out.
the trolls are at.
I'm a no threat person, right? But I had my Trump picture that I have, with the hat and everything, and it says "screw the vaccine." They locked me out of my account.
Who did? Twitch?
I can go on Twitter, but I cannot talk. But I did, like Bette Midler and Cher and all them. I did tell them about their asses a couple of times.
Right. That's
Because
why Elon takes it over. Shows
they'll be
like
gone.
Bill of Rights Network, all our shows here.
They're going to try and go on Trump's Truth.
Yeah, as soon as Trump gets all that set up,
Maybe that's why Truth is not up and running like we think it is, because maybe he's saving that for all the little Democrats to move over there and lock them in.
Democrat? Did you say Democrats?
Democrats.
Oh my goodness, there's so many nicknames for them.
I've been
I
calling
keep
them
up with them all.
Democrats for a long time. Now, mind you, I am not a. I know people that are Democrats, and they're mature Democrats. They don't, I mean, they may call me immature because, some of the stuff I post, but I post things that I think, I mean, yeah, I do post some silly stuff, and I do make fun of Biden, but everybody made fun of Trump. So why is it okay to, make fun of Trump, but not Biden? Biden makes it so easy. Trump, they never had memes like they have for Biden. I'm sorry,
no, they don't.
I mean, every time he steps out in front of that podium, he's a meme. It's this, there's going to be one come from that, especially today. Oh my God, there's so many out there. There's so much stuff out there.
Well, I've seen a lot of stuff on Facebook saying, has the White House turned into a nursing home?
A geriatric ward.
Yeah.
and then I don't know what was up with Joe's wife Jill. She kept doing this, you can't see it. She kept putting her hands out like this, and I'm sitting there thinking, I said, where have I seen that before? Where have I seen? Oh, Evita, the movie Evita,
Like Joe and Jill go up the hill and Jill comes down alone.
So I went looking for the memes of Evita, not memes, but pictures of Evita. And I says this, this popped in my head. It was funny at the time, but I just, it's so easy to make fun of them. It's sad that you can't make fun of them that much.
It's pathetic because Biden is literally He's the bozo, the clown of presidents. He is the bozo.
Yeah.
There's just no other way of putting it, but I mean, he's a buffoon. He's an idiot. He hates America. He's divided America ever more than he never reunited America.
He's a liar. He's a cheat. You name it. I mean, he's lied from the very beginning, even before he became president. He lied. The laptop is a perfect example.
Yeah. And they just sit there and they get away. There's only so much that they can get away with before, they have to be accountable. I really think Durham is working on stuff. It's taking a lot longer than anticipated, but I think they, I don't know. I'm getting frustrated like everybody else. I am just a normal person like everybody else. I get frustrated. It's in my face every morning. I'm reading, although, I do like mornings like this morning when you get to laugh a lot because it was all over, Telegram about Biden with the
Right.
rabbit and all that stuff. I mean, I'll have to send you that rabbit
I
thing.
see it all over YouTube in the mornings.
By the way, the rabbit, the one that pulled him away from the crowd, that was Jill.
No, actually, it wasn't Jill. It
I'm
was.
joking.
It was.
He's joking.
I'm joking, but it's,
Hey, I got lucky. That rabbit costume didn't come in, so I didn't have to dress up for the kids.
I would have laughed if it was Saki.
Oh, Saki's preparing for her new job.
Yeah.
she's going to fit in with all her lies with MSNBC. She's going to fit in nicely.
It's going to be, yeah.
She looked different today.
She
I
did.
don't know. She may have had her adrenochrome. I don't know.
She must have met up with Sleepy Joe the night before.
Maybe. He sniffed her good. Get your sniffing out now so you don't do it around the children.
Oh.
I'm sorry. But it's the truth.
I have never looked up. Is that woman even married?
Huh? I think so.
Yes, her husband's name is Chucky.
The doll or the cheese?
The doll.
Oh, that's who was standing at the podium.
If you ever look at Jen Psaki's eyes, they're like that of a shark. They have no soul. She has no soul.
No, she don't.
That woman, her eyes are they're cold, callous, steel.
She's an alien.
Heartless. That woman is, oh my God. I can't.
I'd like to know. She was Pippi Longstocking, child star. Didn't see hide a hair of her in between all this. How the hell does she get a position in the White House?
She killed Rumpelstiltskin.
Okay. I was going to say something else, but
No, she killed Rumpelstiltskin, I think.
I mean,
Haven't seen him either.
We know how Harris got where she is. And
all fours.
She used her mouth and she didn't do a lot of talking. She rose right up to the top.
And let me tell you, she was blowing a whistle today, and I about fell off the chair.
Is that all she was blowing?
Well,
it's after 9, folks. What can I say? I'm tired.
I think Carl is referencing that she was blowing hot air.
Yes.
No.
She probably was.
Yeah. But they literally.
Now we know why Joe can't remember things.
Blowing the whistle. And I put the video up. I did not put the picture up because I think that, it would have. I just says I can't say something. I can't say anything. I can't do it. You guys say it for me or something like that. I haven't seen the comments, what people have written, but I have a pretty good group of people that are on Jailbird's page, and they kind of fill in the blanks there. Some of them get a little raunchy, but that's okay.
Yeah, we're all adults.
Yeah. Yeah.
We
I mean,
speak the truth. We speak our mind. So
yeah, I
what
think,
can you say, right?
yeah, I mean, I like people that, like-minded people, but I also don't mind if people that are not don't agree with me on things, and they talk to me on in my page respectfully, and we could go back
It's
and
a
forth.
conversation, not a
Right.
confrontation.
Not when it gets
You know,
belligerent, they get blocked.
that phrase is becoming popular on a lot of shows and a lot of things nowadays.
Hmm. Yeah, and we actually our show last was it last Tuesday, we had somebody, was it Tuesday or Saturday, I can't remember. We had GH on
Tuesday.
our show, and well, he was in the comments, and we had a nice, he obviously didn't agree with a lot of the stuff, but
But he
we,
was nice about the way he talked about it,
right, and we
so
were
you
able,
guys could converse back and forth.
right,
It,
and we,
not like your very first show. That was a world record of blocking people.
oh yeah, yeah, we got rid of all the, yeah, I mean, we
Yeah,
still,
I haven't seen any of them pop in the chat rooms.
well, there was two that night earlier, and I just chose to ignore them. I think that if
Yeah,
you feed them, then that gives them power.
I know. I got to get back on uh, Twitch and change my password so I can get back on it. Then I can block them. I
Yeah,
go to it and I got to remember password and I go, oh crap.
yeah. I mean,
Ugh.
they said a couple of things. We ignored it. We literally ignored it, and then and they didn't even, there's nothing to see here, kind of thing. We didn't. If I think that if you feed into it, that gives them power, and that more, and then they come back with more and more and more, and then you have no choice but to block them. And
All
he thought
right.
he was going to get blocked, and we're like, no, why? I mean, we welcome people like that all the time. People that want to have a conversation, about a mature conversation, and see if we can. And I think at the end of our conversation, we actually agreed to disagree, or we kind of met in the middle. And that's where it needs to be, is that because there is no left or right anymore. We've got to meet in the middle, because we want the same things for our country, for our grandchildren, for our children. This is not about, I mean, my life's almost over. I'm at that
Mm-hmm.
realistic, you know, but my legacy is to my children and my grandchildren and their
Exactly.
children, and that's why I'm out here doing what I'm doing. I'm not out here for the glory of anything. I could, I never wanted to be in front of a camera, but, I mean, if you don't push yourself to do something, and you don't stand up for your country and your rights, and then you stay behind your keyboard, then you're really part of the problem, because we need you front and center. We need you to speak out. There's more in numbers.
Exactly.
Barb,
My preach is over.
the Beastie Boys, you got to fight for the right.
Right. To party. I mean, your country.
Oh. So how's everybody in the
He's
chat
rubbing
room
off
doing
on me.
tonight? Oh man. Yeah. Vincent's back playing with the fire.
Yeah.
Magic
Yeah.
moment if he brings out the embers.
So I guess it's cold up there again, huh?
It's cool. It
No.
is. Let me see real quick. I'll tell you. It wasn't bad. It was 50 something for the high today. It's 41 out right now.
Yeah. We're 82.
And we got rain coming in
Well, 70.
tomorrow night all the way to Sunday, which screwed up
That's,
the weekend plans I had to go up and set it. Lake Viking, they're having their gigantic yard sale this weekend, so there should be a lot of people up there. We're going to set up a tent and sell tenderloins and everything up
nice.
there. So we got invited by the board to come up
Whoa.
there.
So
You
you're
know
gonna
that,
be
Vincent?
smoking while you're up there?
Yes, I was listening to you while I was tending my fire. I was
Yes.
doing
Okay.
that.
Right. But no, we got invited to go up there and set up by the board at the lake.
Nice.
So
Well, I didn't have anything to do with it, so
no, one of the board members, a couple of them come in the other night. They've been in 2 or 3 times and talked to me about it, and they really want us up there.
Dang, Ruth and Tina.
So-
Ooh, brr.
Yeah. I know it's going to be 20s in the morning. Don't remind me.
We're shorts and flip flops here in Florida now.
I'm going to try to put a transfer case in tomorrow. I'm going to try. Unless I get called to the restaurant. So, it better warm up quick.
Mm.
Friday's going to be 80.
Yeah.
That ain't bad.
I messaged my son to see if he got snow yesterday. I guess they did some Easter stuff, and it,
Mhm.
didn't.
Oh, we did Easter stuff on Saturday with the kids and
Yeah.
everything like that. But Sunday, it snowed, but it didn't stick. What can you say?
Yeah.
It's springtime in Missouri.
Well,
you don't like it, wait 15 minutes, it'll change.
we're full bloom. I mean, everything
Right.
is bloomed.
Right now, we're in full turkey season. You going turkey hunting, Vincent?
I don't hunt.
Why? Got to
Me not
survive.
I hunt people.
I like the competition. I like the competition better if they would say open season on people.
Hi, Sally. She
Hey,
goes,
Sally.
it's 49 degrees in Lafayette, Georgia.
Ouch.
That's where she's at tonight.
No. Nope. Stick in Florida where I'm at. Thank you very much.
I'd stick somewhere where it was a hell of a lot warmer and drier.
Mm.
Yeah, you can. I'll have to get you real close, Tina, with your mini crossbow. You can use mine. It'll shoot 100 yards.
Yeah.
So, anyway.
Anyway,
I don't mind eating wild game at all. I just have never been one to go out hunting because I just don't have that time, that luxury of time.
Yeah. You just got to get up early.
go to bed early.
I get up early. I go to bed early. It's all good.
When it comes deer season, I'm in bed early and I'm up at 3:30 in the morning drinking my coffee, getting ready to go out and freeze to death in my tree stand.
Sounds like a party.
That season?
Oh, it is. It is. Hey, man, it's beautiful out there until that sun comes up. And then it gets colder than crap.
Hmm.
And it took me years to figure that out. Sun comes up, it should be warmer.
Yeah.
It don't.
Huh.
I've
Why
been
is
in
that?
tree stands where I got out there an hour before daylight and sitting there and I'm nice and warm and comfy. 30 minutes after daylight, I'm froze and I can hardly hold the gun and climb down out of the tree stand. I've been in a tree stand covered in 3 inches of snow while it was snowing too.
No, heck no. I'd be
Oh,
more.
yeah. Heck yeah. The deer really come out then.
I see that. I've seen videos where, they've been in tree stands and all of a sudden there's a bear climbing up the tree to their tree stand. And I'd be.
No, I was in a tree stand and had 2 bobcats start to climb up the tree.
Oh my God.
And I went, you can climb up a little bit further and you're going to find out what a 30-06 is going to do to you real quick.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's the benefit. But
They sat there and looked for a little bit and they climbed back down.
gun. They know that sound.
Yeah, I'm like,
Know that
I can't
sound.
watch for deer. I'm watching the bobcats climbing my tree.
Yeah.
I've climbed in a tree when I was younger, climb up in a tree and get in the limbs and everything, and daylight come out, and you'd be surprised what critters live in a tree. Yeah. Uh-huh.
So
Possums, raccoons, bobcats. Mm-hmm.
nice.
Hey,
I've
if
had,
there's any cougars out there, I'll be more than glad to take care of them.
yeah, I
So
will
yeah,
too.
I mean, when you kill something, how do you keep other animals from getting
You
it?
don't kill cougars.
No,
Hey,
I'm
Take care of
talking
you
you.
deer and stuff.
Cougars take care of
you
you.
go deer hunting with a rifle and you shoot a deer, it goes boom. All the other animals run.
Ah,
And besides that, you shoot one and they don't run, you go walking out there, they come out, you shoot them.
You guys are too morbid. I thought that
No,
was born after. I thought that was born after 9.
it
I'm
is.
how is this morbid? We're talking about
It's open
hunting.
to any discussion.
Yeah, but I'm talking about cougars.
So are you talking about the two-legged cougars or the four-legged cougars?
There's only one kind with the 2 legs.
No,
What are you kidding me?
there's four legs out in our
There's
country.
such thing as a 4-legged cougar.
You got one up at the lake.
well, they're both. I guess
If y'all don't know, Vincent
Right.
lives about 7 miles away from me.
I'm outnumbered on here. I said,
Yeah, the squirrels. Yeah, squirrels is another thing when you're deer hunting. You see
squirrel.
every one of them in the timber. You go squirrel hunting, you see two. So I figured out how to squirrel hunt. I go sit in a tree stand and act like I'm deer hunting. Works every time.
Uh,
And they have pictures of it. Yep. I've been sitting in a tree stand, sitting there just like I'm sitting in this chair and hear a noise and turn around. There's a raccoon right here. Mm-hmm.
that's scary because they could be rabid.
Yeah. It's not a fun feeling, but you learn how to maneuver a rifle around real quick and stick it in a raccoon's mouth.
Hmm.
They back up real quick.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then
Yeah.
if they start to come forward, you just blast them out of the tree. And then
So
your deer hunting's over with.
Yeah. Nature. No, I would not get along like that.
Oh, nature is a blast.
I mean, I like nature, but not to be in the midst
See,
of
what's
it.
bad around here now is growing up, that's the only things we had to worry about in trees when you got up in your tree stand or in a tree to deer hunt was a possum, a raccoon, a squirrel, stuff
Yeah.
like that. Now we got mountain lions. And now up here we got bears.
Mm-hmm.
Bears climb trees
Mm-hmm.
up there. Cougars stay in trees to rest. A lot of them do. So now when you climb in a tree stand, you take your flashlight and start looking all around up in the air because you know what's up in the tree above you. That's pretty bad. I don't want to be in a tree with something that's going to eat me.
No doubt. Sitting there
is not good.
stalking you, and then all of a sudden,
And see, Vincent, he cheats. He feeds the deer up there, so they come in his lot.
weed farmers.
Yeah, you had the weed farmers
Meth heads.
and meth heads. Yeah,
Just so you
that's
know,
true.
Carl is not helping the situation with the camping. Just so you know.
It's fun. Camping's fun, isn't it, Vincent?
Love camping.
We only
You
have
just
one
the other
person on
day-
this whole network that doesn't camp, and she's over there. Wrong way. Nope, that way. There we go. That way. It's backwards on here. What can I say? I'm tired. But she's the only one that don't camp. And if she camps, she's going to bring her taser. You're not
missed
going to
that.
outlive that one. You're not going to outlive that one.
You
Vincent missed it that night, and all I could picture is if your finger got any closer to that.
Well,
I was hoping when you fell, your
It's right
laptop
here.
camera would go down with you and show you on the floor. That's what.
It
Oh
wasn't
yeah,
that.
it's not charged up. Remember? See the light? Oh, it's not charged up. Oh, it works.
Molly hightailed it out of the room. She was like, I'm out of here.
Well, yeah, if you fell on the floor with it, she might have got shocked. Dog smart. I mean, you had Tina, Sally, me just cracking up.
It was well, Sally was driving, remember? And she's like, oh my God, I almost went off the road.
I know. It was, oh, it was one of those Kodak priceless moments. I was like, oh God, we're going to have it live. Is it going to happen?
This is gonna go viral.
Our
And I
future,
know,
our
well, he
viewership
would
would
make
have
it
went
flip. He would
viral.
flip it and make it go viral. What
Yeah.
you didn't say anything to Cameron, thank God.
After the show, I did.
Did you really? Oh my God.
Or no, before the show, I did.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
I
'cause
told
nothing
him he was
I
going to
didn't
have
see
to go
anything-
back and watch it.
Yeah, there was nothing. I didn't see anything said about it on the show, so maybe it was
You didn't.
before the.
Okay, what'd you look up, Vincent? I
The
see you
next
looking
change, get this one. Holly Guards are at it again. The next James Bond movie will be made to satisfy the woke brigade. Bond will start off as a man and will transgender
Transgender.
to a woman.
Oh Lord.
Who?
And the film will be called Cock to Pussy.
What the hell are you looking up?
Weird news.
I imagine
Oh yeah, he's got some weird sites, I guess. But yeah.
him and Cameron both.
Oh. That one should have been on Free Speech, Free Stupidity.
Yeah, they didn't do it. I guess they're gonna do this.
Wally had family in and he couldn't
Ah.
do the show. It'll be back on this Friday.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can just do 1 hour of both shows each.
For the time being.
Yeah.
For the time being.
Yeah.
We'll leave it at that.
Okay.
Until the meeting.
Okay.
So
Sounds good. Well,
And the
I
sad
can
thing
fill
is I
in-
can
I
see them
fill
doing
in a
it.
spot of my taser thing.
Yeah. We're going to create a show.
Let's do.
Barbara playing with her taser.
But we
And
know
we'll
we
see
need
how
to do-
long the show lasts before she shocks herself.
we need to do a blooper show. But no,
You can do that all by yourself.
Come on, tase
I've
yourself.
done some bad things, haven't I?
Come on, tase yourself.
Huh?
Tase yourself.
No.
Come on.
We
No,
want to see if it
don't
works
raise no
before I
fool.
buy. I got to see if it works before I buy one.
Well, I'll
It's
tell you what,
show
Carl.
and tell.
I'll tell you what, Carl. When I come out to Missouri, I'll take it with me,
Mm-hmm.
and you can
And-
test it on yourself.
When we
can
go
do it
when
live.
we go camping.
We can do it live. You can
When we
test
go
it on yourself,
camping.
and we'll see how fast you drop with it.
I don't care. Just make sure you got the other thing to put on here to restart it.
Yeah, no doubt, right? I don't think it's that powerful. I
I
don't
bet
know.
it's got 50,000 volts.
I don't know. Chad? He might have went to bed or he's outside.
Oh,
Again.
just check it
Yeah.
out on yourself. Do it,
Oh,
Barb.
here she goes again. She's trying to
Do
read
it.
and turn
Do
it on.
it. Come on,
No,
Barb.
I'm not turning it on. It's
Do it, Barb. No guts, no glory, Barb.
I'm not doing it to
No
myself.
guts, no glory.
What's
See.
that movie? Do
Oh,
it.
oh,
Do
oh.
it. Do it. Oh,
Do it.
Well,
Yeah. Come on, do it. You can do it. Good.
well, that's not right. It's on the wrong setting. There you go.
yeah. She got it on the wrong set. This is what she did the other night.
I'm sorry.
Wrong
Mom.
setting. Oh,
All right. I'm turning it off. It's off. It's
quit
done.
playing with your toys.
That's not a Bob.
No, baby.
It's
They
after
made
9. It's not toy
It's
time.
not a Bob.
bad people up there. They made mommy do it. I'm sorry.
That's not a
Oh,
Bob.
you scared her again, didn't you?
Yeah, she did. She's right here with her ears all
I
back.
bet Barbara's not telling us, but I bet Molly's been shocked by that taser. It scares her so bad.
No, she's never been shocked. She just doesn't like the sound. She's like, Mama, put that thing away.
Hey, if you shock her a little bit, that hip problem might
Who's
cure. I
gonna
bet that
take
dog would
care of me
run.
if you go down.
That dog would run.
Hey guys, I'm gonna leave you guys with this little thought, okay?
Okay.
Because you guys have way too much fun. I can't handle it anymore. My belly's hurting me.
Whatever.
Okay. You know, folks, I never cared that you were gay until you started shoving it down my throat. And I never cared what color you were till you started blaming me for your problems. And I never cared about your political affiliation until you started condemning me for mine.
Mm-hmm.
I really never even cared when you were born until you wanted to erase my history and blame my ancestors for your problems. You know, I never even cared if your beliefs were different than mine until you said my beliefs were wrong. But now I care. My patience and tolerance are gone. And I'm not alone in this feeling. There are at least 80 million of us who feel exactly like this.
Huh. I've seen that. That's awesome poem.
Truth hurts, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, it's not going to hurt near as much as.
Well, before you leave us, Vincent, tell
Okay.
everybody where they can find you and what nights.
You can find me on the milk carton. I've been missing for about 17 years. Please return me to my. You can find me on the 10 most wanted list at the United States Postal Office. Never mind, not that one either. That's right. I think I've got a program. I've got a program here. It's called Vincent's Voice, and that includes all the voices in his head and all the voices of his friends. And a lot of different other people too. Even some that I don't know yet, that I haven't met yet. I'll probably meet a couple more tonight, I'm sure. But anyway, Vincent's Voice, it's on 5 o'clock to 7 Central Time. And Darius, I do hope you'll return. I don't know where you disappeared to, but that's okay. Should be in bed now anyway. Yeah, it's about 3:30, 4 o'clock over there where you're at.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm on CTW, Chasing the Wolf. That would be the two-legged wolves. Just like the two-legged cougars, but they're a lot different. But anyway, it'd be with him. And then, of course, we're just bouncing all over the place, all of us.
Yeah,
Always.
and you're over at CTW Group on Facebook, not YouTube.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm staying very, how do you put it? So far, Dan and I have been booted off on every single program we've done together.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I think just about every one of them.
Pretty much.
Or for YouTube or on Facebook too.
I don't know where I've been excommunicated to. I don't have a clue.
We'll put it this way. YouTube knows Vincent.
Yeah.
They do.
They sent me a birthday card.
Did they?
Well, they sent me a birthday card on the wrong date, but they said, happy birthday, and maybe one day you'll be back on.
Yeah. No, Vincent's show, I still don't know exactly why, but that's why Born TV on YouTube got taken down. And then he goes over to help Dan over on that show there and everything. The two of them got a show going, and they lost their YouTube channel.
Because, see,
Vincent, do you see a connection here?
Vincent,
YouTube don't like
you
you.
go live on our connections.
yeah, this is I am what they call the lowest common denominator.
Yeah.
But yeah, folks, when you're telling the truth, if they do boot you off, you're doing the right thing.
Yep.
Right.
Barb, you are. Carl, you are.
Yep.
And we make sure that we're not ever making stuff up. And that's what they
Well,
don't like.
And if the
That's
left
what
tells
God
you to
is-
go right,
Last
ahead.
week on Paranormal Nation Radio, or the week before,
oh,
we're going along an hour and 37 minutes in it, and every Facebook up there we're on shut us off.
what were you talking about?
We was talking about an event for autism down in Oklahoma with the guy. We did not talk any politics until the end of the show and stuff, which
you
was the only thing we were live on was Twitch. And then I
Yes.
went back in and removed and reset, and we were live back on Facebook for like 15 minutes.
Wow.
And I'm like, what? Because we're sitting there talking and everything popped down on the screen.
Yeah.
Facebook is having issues and will stop this show. And I'm going, what the hell? So Facebook don't like me.
You so
They
far
ought to know me. I'm
confused
about on
me.
every show. So
I don't know. I mean, I don't know if we've gotten any violations for conservative view. If we've gotten any.
yeah, you did. You had to dispute one. I seen it
I know.
pop up.
Sally said we had to dispute something, but
You disputed in one.
yeah.
Yeah, I seen that.
And I think it was a picture she put up
Right.
from.
And then Vincent's page, Citizen Kane's page, stopped for a while and then came back up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we've had some very interesting times over here on the Bill of Rights Network in the last few months.
So let me ask you something. I mean, you go live on Vincent's page.
Mm-hmm.
You
We're live right there now.
Well, can you add Jailbird to that? Or do you have to have control of Jailbird's page to do that?
I had to have an admin on there.
How do
You could add it.
I'm not a group. I'm just an open page.
I can go live on my personal page. You just can't see the comments.
So
Your
I mean, I
personal
share it.
page.
I pin the shows. Every show that
Right.
I
That's the
pin-
easiest way to do it is share it over, and then they come to one of our pages
Yeah.
over here. Like we got 8 people watching. 7 of them are watching from the Bill of Rights Network, and 1's watching from the Second Amendment Ranch on Twitch.
Man,
So that's where everybody's watching from.
Tina, Sally, and I were talking. I was sitting in my garage and we were talking, and we were like, man, where's Carl and Denise? Sally and Tina, I had somebody behind me. They literally saw the shadow on the wall, and he was moving. And Sally was describing what he looked like, and it was my godfather, my Uncle Johnny. And when I said my uncle, I said only one I could think of is my Uncle Johnny, my godfather. And I don't know if Sally heard it, but Tina said him say yes. And he was there the whole entire night. We were talking, and I was like, I couldn't see anything. And then finally, like in the camera, I moved and I actually saw the shadow behind me for the first time. I got goosebumps just thinking about it now. And I was like, I said, that would be so cool if Carl and Denise were on here with us, because they could talk to him and see what he wanted. Because I've never had anybody. I mean, I've never thought of my Uncle Johnny. I never knew him.
Hey, different spirits come at different times. I had a grandmother come to a medium that I had nothing to do with that grandmother. I couldn't stand the woman. And she described her to a T, her house, everything in there. And I'm looking at her going, there's no way you look that crap up on the internet. No way.
Yeah, there's no way nobody
She
would know.
described the dollies and the dollies on the chair that nobody was allowed to sit in but grandma. And I didn't remember that. I had to ask my sister. I said, was there a chair in the living room that nobody could sit in. She said, yeah, that was grandma's chair.
Yeah.
And I said, what was on the arms? And she goes, doilies, because there was doilies all over that damn
Oh,
house
I know. Yeah.
and everything. But she seen exactly the Sunday dinners that we would sit down that I would see,
Mhm.
right? Because that grandma always told me I love mashed potatoes, right? And
Mhm.
she'd make some of the best whipped up, best potatoes you ever tasted
Yeah.
and stuff. And she always said I could eat a bushel basket of them because they'd fill my plate up with potatoes. Everybody else get one spoonful. She'd fill mine up to the top
Yeah.
when I just dig into it. That's the only thing I like about that lady, her potatoes.
Yeah.
But she came to a medium up at the Sally House up in Atchison and everything. And she was telling me all this, and I'm going, how the hell do you know this crap?
Mhm.
So,
And it was funny because I was like, Sally kept saying, well, you're going through a lot and he's probably watching over you because you're
right.
dealing
And
with a lot of
Sally
stress.
says she had no idea who Barbara's Uncle Johnny looked like. So,
Yeah.
did she describe him pretty
Yeah.
well?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because, I was sitting there, the thing is that like my brother Dennis, he looks a lot like my mom's older brothers. My other brother, he looks like my uncle Stevie, who's my mom was the youngest of 7 kids. My uncle
Right.
Johnny was the matriarch of the family, but he died right after right after I was christened. I never met him, other than an infant. And so, I mean, I still have the cross and the saint that they gave me,
Mm-hmm.
put away. I don't wear it, but so it's really strange that he would be there because I've never given him not to say I'd never give him a thought, but it's not somebody that I would expect to be there looking over my
Right.
shoulder.
Well, it's just like I got a house here in Gallatin. I got to go investigate. Girls in there have been pushed up the stairs. They've been pushed down the stairs. They've been scratched.
Wow.
They've seen shadows go across. So I got to go check it out and see what's going on. Denise already seen a vision from one of them up there
Wow.
and everything. And that person is prior to 1800.
Wow. I'd be interested what he wanted, why he was there. I mean, he hung out with
He had
us.
something to, I'd say he had something to do with the land.
A
there.
land?
The land the house sits on.
This house?
But, no, not your house. The house I got to investigate.
Oh.
But now your Uncle Johnny's just watching over you.
Oh, okay.
That's
Okay.
all it is.
It was just strange that it's like I was telling Sally and Tina, I expect my mom or my dad, I said, you sure it's not a fuller face or
Well, that's like when I do the Paranormal Nation radio show back here in my studio, back here in the back room.
Okay.
At any given time during that show, there's between 11 and 17 spirits that go through here.
Mm-hmm.
Because they know I'm doing the show.
Yeah.
Barb, your Uncle Johnny is your godfather, isn't it?
Yep.
That's what he's doing. He's watching over you. You know what I mean? Huh? He's your godfather.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Godfathers to the end. No.
Who knows? He may have been around me all the time. I just never knew it.
Probably.
He just
Everybody
never,
has a guard. Everybody has a guardian angel. So.
Oh, well, Barb, you remember when you knocked over that liquor store, right?
never did anything.
And you had some
Don't you put stuff on the air?
and you said some guy was chasing you when you ran out with that bottle of Mad Dog 2020 and he just tripped in the middle of the aisle. That was your Uncle Johnny.
Maybe setting me straight.
Yeah, I had to get you away.
I'm off here. I've got some sewing to do.
Oh.
And Tina says he's trying to comfort you
it.
because of what you're going through right now.
Bye.
So. We just turned the show into paranormal.
Hang on now.
Uh-oh. What's he going to do?
Barb, I'm going to be sewing your sister's boots back on. See how they
Yeah,
need sewn up.
yeah, they came apart a little bit.
This is Barb's twin sister.
You got to quit being so rough with it. The stuffing's coming out.
Vincent,
Is it a haunted doll?
gently.
Yeah. Now we know why the stuffing's coming out.
Exactly.
That didn't look right there. Let me tell you.
I damn near knocked her booties off.
That's right. Look at
Good night.
that nose.
Good night.
Yeah.
I know she
Be
puts a
prepared,
spell on
folks, for the Halloween show coming up in Halloween.
Hey, wait a minute. This is my girlfriend.
And that's a real cougar. That's what Tina
Got
said.
2 legs.
It's a green cougar. It's a green cougar.
Yeah. Oh, Lordy. He
This
hit
is like,
the
I'm outta
button.
here.
He hit the button.
I know.
Oh. Here he goes playing around. He plays around on
That's
this show.
funny.
You never know what'll pop up
He
on his
doesn't
show.
discriminate. That's true.
Right. We don't discriminate.
But
Oh, Lordy.
Sally did tell me that my mom was with my granddaughter Laura and
Yeah.
my daughter, and my
Good.
daughter said it's funny because some nights her cat, she has a black cat, that she'll go and she'll hide, and she does these weirdest things. She just won't, she says, I don't know what's wrong with her, but she'll jump in like her little, she has a soft pouch, travel pouch, and she'll just go in there and hide, and she won't come out. Like, and she'll just peek out, like looking like this. And I said, I don't know.
Our spirits up at the restaurant are getting a little rambunctious.
Oh, yeah.
We'll say up there. Yeah, we turn all the burners off on the flat top, the grease, deep fryers, all that.
Uh-huh.
We double check, triple check before we ever walk out. Come back in the morning. First thing, the grill is turned on.
Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
That's a fire hazard.
No, it's a burn hazard. You come in there thinking it's off. It ain't off.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
Wow.
we got that. And the paper towel dispensers, you got to put your hand underneath to get them to roll out.
Yeah.
Oh, they'll be rolled out 7 foot. So they're just sitting there going, yeah. We'll just play underneath of it. So we've had that. The only thing they haven't messed with the liquor bottles yet. They start messing with that, and I'm going to tell them that's off limits.
Yeah, that gets expensive after a while.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Yes, it does.
Well, I think that I think ghosts are mischievous, and
If you had a relative that was a jokester and always did that, laughing and playing practical jokes on people, when they pass away, they're going to do the same thing.
Yeah.
If you've got a relative that's, well, we'll say like my dad, mean, evil man.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he's going to come back as a mean, evil spirit. And he better not come around me.
Yeah.
That's all I got to say. So far, he hasn't. Nobody's seen him. And ghosts love electronics. You're exactly right, Sally.
Yeah.
They love it to death. They feed off the energy of the batteries.
Yeah, I think, like I said, I don't know if I was telling you, I was telling Sally, I have a carousel that I had bought for my mom one Christmas, and my dad was very sick, and he wasn't able to get out and go buy something for my mom, and my mom wanted this carousel. And so I went and I got it, and I told him, I said, look, you give it to mom, I mean, she'll know that I got it, but but it's just a thought. She wanted the carousel. And so my mom gave it after my father passed away. My mom said, here, take the carousel. I know you got it. And, you know, I want you to have it. I want to make sure you get it. So I was
Right.
like, no, I don't want to take it. And she's like, take it, you know. So, and every now and then, you know, before my mom passed away, the carousel would just go off on its own.
Right.
I haven't touched that carousel in years,
Night, Bobby.
you know, other than dusting it.
Right.
And it would go off at random times, you know. And I have, since my mom passed, it hasn't done nothing. So
Wow. And
yeah.
Sally goes, and for some reason, Denise's grandfather hates her. And every time she watches a show, he gives her a massive headache. Well, her grandfather's a serial killer.
Ah,
So,
oh, that's
yeah.
right.
Yeah, that's right. He is. And
Night,
Denise
Bobby.
always says that.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Wow.
Electronics and spirits. I've had all types of electronic equipment, all fully charged, checked out, down to our cemetery. And we got one grave down there that says the Unknown Indian. And we can walk over to that grave and everything goes dead.
Wow.
Batteries in the camera go out. Dowsing rods will cross and you manually have to pull them apart.
Wow.
Yeah. We've had that happen we really had that happen when one of our team members took her mom down there who is Indian.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And it got wicked around that grave.
Oh.
It really got wicked. I mean, all of our equipment went dead.
The unknown guy, Indian, is he not a nice person? Is he?
We don't know. All we know is the old folk tale we've been told, that he showed up at a rancher's farm and needed a job. Right? So they put him to work.
Yeah.
Well, the story goes he was riding on the backboard and they hit a bump and he flew off and caught his head in the wagon wheel.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah.
But we've had other people tell us different stories that can see things. Right? My opinion is he got to messing with the farmer's wife and the farmer shot him. Because wagon wheels, you're looking back in the 1800s.
Yeah.
The headstone on it is a beautiful mid-1950s headstone.
Huh.
So there's no record of it, and the family that I'm sort of related to in one way or another,
yeah,
down the line, have told this one story about the wagon and everything all this time. But yet we have field cameras set up around the cemetery to watch it, right? See who comes and goes. We have people pull up on four-wheelers to that grave and put flowers out.
Huh.
Every Memorial weekend, somebody comes and sets fresh flowers at this grave.
You don't know who they are?
Nope. Every time they pull up, I think they know where our cameras are at. They pull up on the four-wheeler where their backs, and they get out, and then they drive out to where we can't see them.
Too bad somebody on those days can't just plant themselves there for the day and then confront them.
No. That's why we do a camp out down there and everything to see if anybody pulls up, daytime or nighttime and everything. Yeah. A lot of different things. Gary goes down and mows it and stuff and keeps
Never
it up.
Never sees anybody down there.
Right. We put some cross markers up where we have found graves and everything. You can tell out there in the grass area of it, it's starting to sink down over the years, and they're the size of grave sites, but there's no headstones on them.
How sad. You have no idea who they are.
No. And in that area, it could be regular pioneers. Wow. It could be Mormons. It could be Indians. It could be cavalry.
Wow.
It could be anything up on that hill.
Wow.
That's why we do our best. Matter of fact, we got one coming up next month. Yeah. Denise will be there. Cheryl Ann will be there. A couple other people. Sally should be up here by then.
I think Tina said she wanted to go too.
Yeah, and Tina's going to come up. We have a good time. We sit around. I take a fire pit out there. We take plenty of wood and have
Yeah.
fire and do hot dogs, marshmallows, investigate, check everything out that we can and stuff, and camp out there.
That'd be
So
that'd be
yeah,
cool.
it's peaceful, quiet. I mean, nice, real nice.
Sounds nice. And you
Yeah,
just
see, you like camping.
over
See,
weekend?
you just said it sounds nice.
It does. It does sound nice. And it's just I don't know.
Yeah, get your camping gear, Sally. Yeah, we go out there. I mean, nobody drives down the gravel road,
Hmm.
which the gravel road is a whole story on its own. It goes right through the middle of the cemetery.
Ah.
It wasn't supposed to. In
Oh.
1959, the grader guy got tired of turning down on the corner. So he came up the hill, went right through the cemetery and graded it.
So,
We are finding in the dirt mounds that he graded and pushed up, we are finding rock headstones.
oh no.
So there's graves underneath the gravel road right there. I'm
no.
sure there are. I would love to be able to afford one of them ultrasonic things that you push across the ground to see down in it.
Yeah.
But my God, you're talking tens of thousands of dollars to get them
Yeah.
to come out.
Yeah. And you won't know what stone belongs where either.
Right.
And maybe you could do like a little memorial for the stones close by there or something. I don't know.
Hmm.
What do you
Yeah.
do with stuff like that?
We find them. We've got a cedar tree out there, and we
Mhm.
put them around, hoping somebody knows where they go
Yeah.
and stuff until we can find more evidence. We know for a fact there's 80 bodies out there buried.
Wow.
That's recorded. But there's only 58 headstones.
Oh.
So where the others are at, I don't know.
Hmm.
But it's interesting. It's quiet. It's surrounded by timber on three sides,
Yeah.
open field. There's not a house within 2.5 miles.
I mean, the guy that did that road, he had to have known there was gravestones right
He
there,
knew.
and he just didn't care.
What he did was illegal. He didn't get permission from the county, the state, or anything to move the gravel road.
So
You can
because
see the old road where it used to be at.
because of that, you can't get the county to come in and figure out where the
Nope,
stones are.
they don't
where
want to
they
mess
belong.
with it. No, they don't want to mess with it. It's a private cemetery.
I got you.
Yeah.
Hmm.
We always fight with the guy that's got the timber around us and everything. He likes driving through the cemetery to go into his timber.
Yeah.
So last year I kind of fixed that. I took a garden hose down in the grass and put a bunch of nails through it.
Is it fenced? It's not fenced off, obviously.
No, it's not fenced
You
off.
can't lock the gates and stuff.
No. Well, we went out investigating one night, and we're sitting there. Me and Gary had just pulled up there to do
Mhm.
an investigation, and about this time, the game warden pulled up,
Oh.
and we explained what we was doing and everything. He says, "That's all right. There'll be another one showing up here. We've had a lot of poaching down here."
What?
Said, "Oh yeah, this guy back over here baits the deer, which is illegal in Missouri,
Yeah.
right?
It's
To bait
illegal
the deer."
everywhere.
Okay. And they go, "We know. That's why if you see tracks over here once in a while, they're not his. We back into that driveway down there and
Mhm.
wait for him." And I'm like, "Okay." They
Wow.
were real nice. They gave us cards. If you see anything, I said, "Oh yeah, we'll tell you."
What do you want to see, living or dead?
They had,
We
well,
can let you know either way.
the farms around there had a couple of nice bucks taken down, and all they did was take the head.
Hmm.
So yeah,
That's
that's crappy.
sin, because that's food, and you're gonna kill something. You take it for the purpose of the shoot.
Right. So they keep a good eye out there, and we tell them, we call them ahead of time and say, We're camping out. We're not poaching
Yeah.
because at any given time you can be sitting there and a deer will go walking right in front of you across the cemetery. I told him that one night, and it wasn't 5 minutes later. Here come this doe walking out. I said, "See, I told you."
There's
They're on a
stuff you
time
can
schedule.
actually put around to go away. This like, but you know, you have to keep it going.
We let them run through there.
No, but I'm talking about for them to not poach them.
Right.
You know. So
No, that's why we have all the trail cameras. We take pictures of every vehicle that goes by on that gravel road.
well, that's cool because
That way, if they need help identifying a vehicle, we've
Yeah.
got it. We've got the front, and we've got the license plate on the back. So,
awesome.
yeah.
That's a cool thing.
Oh, yeah. It's the way we do things. Anyway, we got 5 minutes left on the show. So everybody go over to the Billerites Network, check out that Facebook page, find all our shows over there, pin post at the top where all the times are and everything. This is Monday night, Born TV after 9. Tomorrow night at 5 p.m. Central Time will be Paranormal Nation Radio, Not So Normal. And right after that at 7:30 will be the Conservative View. So check the girls out over there.
And Sally.
Are you bringing a guest on this week?
I don't think so. We actually are going to do some experiments
Ooh.
without doing telling too much, but it's
Okay.
actually something that people should hey Molly. People should tune in tomorrow because it's going to be interesting.
Yeah, we got to see what experience. I don't even know, folks. They're not letting me in on their little.
If you haven't seen Watch
secret.
the Water, you need to see it before our show tomorrow.
Lots of water.
Watch the Water?
Watch the water. Okay.
That's what it's called, isn't it?
I don't know.
That show with Stu Peters.
Oh, we watching for the Loch Ness Monster?
No.
Oh,
No,
that's the water I watch in.
I think it's called Watch the Waters. Watch the Water with Stu Peters on Rumble.
Oh, okay.
It's a big thing that everybody was talking about.
Now, Stu Peters from the Family Guy?
No.
That's Stu.
You know what I'm talking about.
I do.
I sent you the video.
I know. I don't know because I haven't been on Facebook yet.
Okay.
I just got home in time to create this show and get ready.
Well, no, this is that Watch the Water with the snake venom. That show, that that documentary.
Okay.
So we have a couple experiments that all three of us are gonna do.
Does it involve snakes?
No.
Oh, dang. I was going to have fun with that one.
No. Oh, Tina said yes.
Yeah. You girls will find out. Wait until the voice from beyond comes through. Yeah. You are being watched by Facebook.
Tina can handle the snakes.
I don't do spider snakes, none of that crap.
But it's going to be interesting.
Okay. Well, tune in to Conservative View tomorrow night at 7:30 p.m. Central Time.
Yeah.
And check them out. I got to create that show in the morning.
Okay.
And everything. That way I'll get it all created here before I decide what I'm doing. So.
Yeah.
Oh, but.
I'll bring my machete.
You're going to bring your machete. That's all right. I'm going to bring my crossbow. This computer may not make it through. Right in the middle. Oh, what happened to the touchscreen? Anyway, folks, thank you for tuning in tonight for Born TV After 9. Hopefully, we made your evening a little bit more enjoyable and laughable and knowledgeable.
Yeah.
So we do this every Monday night and stuff. So check us out. Our time is just about up for the evening. So everybody have a great time, and we will see you next week
Bye,
Let's see if
everybody.
I got an outro. And I don't have an outro for this one yet. So
Yep.
anyway, see y'all later. Have a
Night.
good evening.